or whatever time it is for when you're watching this. It's Sparks here, back for more Final Fantasy XIV. Last time around, we finished refighting all of the original trio of primals, and got to work on unlocking a bunch of new dungeons for us to do, as well as some harder versions of old dungeons. We're going to continue that now, and also try and do some of the dungeons. So let's get into it. An adventure. Basil's rumors notwithstanding, I can assure you that your meager talents are not needed here. No hecatonkers have returned to the mines, and even if they have, soldiers should be seeing the threat swiftly and able as is our want. I know not what you just heard, but it was most certainly not the tortured screams of some unfortunate miner being consigned to the maw of a bloodthirsty giant bird from the godforsaken depths. 7 hells. It's true, all of it. We thought we had seen the last of them, but we were wrong. Horribly, dreadfully wrong. Let down our guard we did, and now Copperbell is overrun with a damn legion of defeats, each one nastier than the last. Before we lost scores of men into chaos, the few that have returned alive claim that even the once docile Spriggans have gone mad, falling upon the poor miners in droves. So much for being harbingers of wealth and fortune, eh? Sword touchers are loath to lean on the strength of outsiders, but I cannot in good conscience place fool pride before the lives of good men any longer. You reclaimed these mines once, the torches, nay, the entire Ishval dog would be forever in your debt if you perform the deed again. I beg of you, friend, banish those fiends to the depths that they may never resurface. I will do it. Like, I fully intend to replay every dungeon. Or not even replay, just do all of the dungeons. I guess I could. Sorry, we start at... Done that one, done Wander's House. There. Amdapor Keep, Pharaoh Sirius, Copperbell Mine Heart, Lost City of Amdapor, Hullbreaker Eye. Well, we can only queue up for 5 at a time, and that's already 5, so... We'll see if any of them pop, and we'll do whichever ones we can. While we're waiting for that, though, no harm in doing through what Oyamjay has for us. Primal Awakening. When the centenary moon did wane, there sounded a blood-curdling roar. A new primal has roused, the portents gave us to believe, one whose identity yet lieth beyond our ken. By thy hand 3 primals have since been vanquished. As each returned to the ether, 'twas observed the tremors foreshadowing this fourth grew in strength and frequency both. The being doth quicken, and in time it shall become a scourge upon the land. Even as we pondered a course of action, a benevolent soul did arise, one who would forestall this threat. Though she be tender in years, she is true of heart and steadfast of resolve. She will solicit thine aid, if thou art willing to proffer it. Lest thou wonder, this maiden is of our order. Thus did the antecedent straightway consent that thou shouldest assist her howsoever thou mayest. As soon as thou art able, hie thee to Wineport, where thy petitioner doth await thee even now. Thou shalt for a certainty find her visage strikingly familiar. And this is where we meet Alice. Ooh, what's this other mission? Of all my tasks, the one by which I am most keenly vexed is the never-ending journey into the heart of Primal's true nature. Each door I fling wide leadeth me with inevitable anguish to another such confounding portal. It is in these lands that the keys to this knowledge I seek are found. Many seasons did I toil to fashion a net across this vast realm, and it catcheth not fish, but nuggets of wisdom more valuable than gold. Of much as I have learned, Much have I learned, but the essence of the primals is ever shifting. No dusty tome doth capture in ink what these terrible beings are now become. Thus must I presume to unsheath the blade born of light. Thine is a strength that shattereth the stoutest barrier, and doth pierce that which obfuscates the impotent gaze of ordinary men. There's not the luxury of time required for my measured scholarly pace. For the adder's nest is astir, hissing the news of Garuda's return. Her winds have grown ever more violent, ever more destructive. With lieth behind the sun waxing of power, the answer may well prove a vital piece of the puzzle of the primal's existence. Mine eyes perceive a looming wall of strife, poised to crash down upon our cities with unrestrained fury. For the nonce, you must pacify the Lady of the Vortex. Swiftly now, to the Adder's Nest. High Serpent Commander Heol Lu will have such details as thou needest to proceed. I shall await thee at the waking sands, and pray for thy success. We'll go to New Gridania for that. Because we also have another mission in New Gridania we can do while we're waiting. Hopefully we'll be able to do a few of the dungeons. And we'll unlock a few more as well. Reborn, I think, has, out of all of the additions to the game, the most dungeons. Granted, that is because this was in the days when they weren't afraid to redo a dungeon to make a harder version. Arbor of the Science. Might I deduce from your stern expression that you have heard the disturbing news? Aye, Garuda returns once more and plays on nightmares. I feel this incarceration is more tempestuous than all we have yet witnessed. If you are prepared to face this roiling storm, then I will brief you on what must be done. I'll take the higher lecture. On most days, it still saw a harmless enough bunch. In the realm of late, one can never exercise too much caution. I hear that Den's a little solace taking a like to do. Any further news you glean from your flirting friends would be most appreciated. Don't know why that is happening. Gale Force warning. We first learned of Garuda's return when the Primal fell upon the Blue Badger as they sought to construct a new watch spire. Devastation was absolute. According to the reports of one surviving engineer, Garuda invoked the most horrific gale with a gesture of her talon finger. The powerful winds tore apart the half-built tower, crushing the workers, scared the broken bodies like dogs. By all accounts, it appears the Lady of the Vortex has grown stronger with this summoning. She must be stopped before the casualties are allowed to pile any higher. But as you might imagine, the XIV, eager to please their bloodthirsty goddess, are engaging our troops on every front. I have our soldiers to spare for a primal hunting expedition. Thus I sent word to the Scions to beg the aid of proven champions. You and your companions are our best hope of freeing Gridania of this rampaging thing. As you confront Garuda in her customary domain, the Howling Eye. Such a titanic conflict is best confined to Exali lands. Wouldn't you agree? But I imagine the birdmen have since made adjustments to their crystal. At least we need to write down whether that land remains the surest means of entering. With 12 striking your arm, Albert. Off camera, I actually went and did the fate that needed to be done for the for Nasho's mission. Okay, we've got a bunch of stuff around here. Let's start by going over to Blood for the Stone. Check if we've... Wait. If we get a title, can we be called the Postman? We can! I want it. Just for now. We'll definitely pick a title that actually works for us. Surprised Warrior of Light isn't actually a title we unlocked for completing the main story. These guys probably are vexed by the fact we're riding around something inside here. Hello, Grillamont. Arbiter Zen, we have come to let us your strength. Our store and dare is in your debt. You will rejoice with us to know the battle for the Stone Vigil has finally begun. The first wave has already breached the outer defenses and entered the keep. As the prey to foes' dreams are, they have a certain cunning. The place teems with unbelievers who gladly embrace death merely to deny us a form of advance. Case like dogs and are bled by nits. There are graver matters still. After our first wave stormed the keep, the enemy sealed the breach behind them. The Vigil head gate is now a welter of molten iron and stones sharp as a headman's axe. We can no longer send reinforcements by land. The danger is great, but we must go by air. I shall lead the second wave and would have you join your strength to ours. Sir Nathalane awaits you near the Stone Vigil itself. I shall join you as soon as I have seen to the airships. I shouldn't have left Gridania. I had a mission there still. Ah well, it's fine. I'll go back to Gridania later for that mission. Right now I want to focus on completing as much. Hail Arbor, low drill months and word. The airship will not be long in coming. And then we charge. All White Riverfront knows your name, Arbor Zan. We penetrated the Stone Vigil's defense. Why, to this very day, I remember the cheer that rang out when we heard you laid Isgambin low. Your presence here is tonic, pure tonic for the troops. Too long of the damned dragons desecrate our keep. Alone and willing, the Stone Vigil shall return to Ishgard before this day is out. Alright, we've got another mission that's gonna take us somewhere. I want to keep this one on. Keep that one on, that one. Already unlocked that. We're in the middle of doing Gale Force Warning. We want to keep that one on. Keep that one on. Ballad, controlled ultimate weapon in Minstrel's Ballad Ultimate Bane. Tally. Oh, that's it. Oh. And we hit the height limit. It does slightly bug me that the height limit is lower than many of the buildings in this region. On the one hand, I get it. It is to avoid having to program more collision in regions that originally didn't have flight as an option. Like later regions, they actually thought about flight and programmed them accordingly. But this one, they didn't. It'd be cool if they did. Not. It'd be cool if they actually did go ahead and do it again. Alright, tuned to Etherite. Ooh, we're being watched by Asians. Black masked ones that are not important Asians, at least. yeah, that's the Howling Eye Extreme added. I do look forward to doing it. Ooh, there we go, we got Amdapor Keep. Ah, yes, those guys. The cultists. Okay. Okay. Slow down. Let the healer heal you first before you keep fighting. Jesus. Stop moving! The healer can't heal you if you're moving. I mean, they can, but not when you're moving like this. My God. Where do you think you're... I mean, there's a chest over here, so at least these... Damn it. It's a demon Britain. It's a minion. I want it. I want that minion. I probably won't get it because the odds of getting it were low. But... Do not drag at mobs into a boss chamber. Okay, this place is dropping gear that's equal in level to the Wanderer's Palace, which is good for me because I do want to get a full set of gear. Okay, we fully explored the ground floor. I avoided the big guy and got the treasure chest, so hopefully I can get the treasure from it. I don't care if I don't. Really, but it would be nice to be able to get a full set of everything. And it would be nice to upgrade our weapons as well. Now for one of the most iconic Final Fantasy enemies, the Demon Wall. Somebody was off to the side. You already have that item. Cool. You know what those guys were thinking. Yay, I got the bow. That appears to be it, though. Didn't get the tights, which sucks. Ow. That hurts. I know wall-to-wall pulls are normal in later dungeons. Fine. This is a Realm Reborn. you can slow down a little bit. I knew we should have some support for this one. I know they're not, because that would require them to actually care about an optional dungeon that wasn't used for leveling. But that's why they should care. Where to... I am doing this for... I am watching the cutscene. I actually want to watch the cutscene. And that's all that. Almost there. This is actually not a bad fight. Woo, we did it. And also leveled up. So I'll be switching classes. Ah well. Oh, I got some commendations, so that's nice. Alright, let's sort this out. So, alright, we just finished unlocking, which one was it? Gale Force Warning. So, got Blood for Stone, got whole, yeah, just Legacy of Allag and Curse and Slay. So, let's go ahead and finish off a mission, first and foremost, and queue up for the next dungeon. Because I can remove Amdapor from the list and put Stone Vigil Hard on the list instead. What's that? I'll see. Oh, no, that's a level thing. There you are. I ended up trouble you longer than I had intended, but it was a truly fruitful series of issues. Unfortunately, we could hear from those who lived that fateful time. While I still have many questions, biography is beginning to take shape in my mind. I also feel as though I've attained a measure of closure. Louis Swa fought simply as one of us. He made the ultimate sacrifice that hope might endure. This I've come to realize and appreciate thanks to everyone's heartfelt testimony. Now that last but not least, I'd like to ask you for your thoughts on something. According to Orn, Louis Swa smiled at the final moment. as he was enveloped in light. The uniting held in his mind the image of mankind thriving in the future. See, I see. I appreciate your thoughts. As I pen the biography, I'll be certain to remember your words. Well said, though it is, it's time for us to part ways. I'll set to work on a draft and won't rest until the biography goes to print. Thank you for all your help, my friend. I couldn't have come this far without you. We'll switch over to Reborn. Alright, we'll go talk to Momodi next. She's got a quest for us as well. Well, if it's an Arbor, good to see an adventurer who checks in with the guild from time to time, even after becoming all famous and the like. Brings you a quick tap today. A letter. A letter. Next thing I know, you'll be sprouting a pom-pom and ending every other utterance with Kupo. Oh, curious. See if the sender's forgotten to sign the envelope. Oh, my beloved Momodi, my riches could buy all the jewels in the realm, yet none would shine as bright as thee. Say it, you'll be mine, and... Good gods, the wonder letter was anonymous. No man in his right mind would claim authorship of such a hackneyed, pretentious load of... Momodi, my love, I see that my meticulous missive finds you looking as beautiful as ever. Ah, it's you. Why do I find myself entirely unsurprised? Must count how many times I've spurned your shameless advances to your face. Must I now do the same in writing for you to get the bloody message? Shameless? You woo me, Momodi, my love. Why, my advances are positively shameful. But that's not the right word, is it now? Picture the scene. A mysterious letter, a secret admirer. Is it so outlandish for a man to think a subtle romantic approach might stir the flames of passion in his beloved's heart? There's a fool standing before me for the third time this week, still sporting that same ridiculous jacket. I guess clearly lacks the courtesy to introduce himself, so allow me. This is Thomas, so-and-so, son of the spice merchant, something or other, and the richest, most eligible young bachelor in all of Ul'dah. Forgive me if I've forgotten some of the details. I've only heard the story some 20-odd times now. This is Arbor, the man who wasted his precious time hauling your rubbish halfway across the realm. Is that so? Smashing work, my boy. Remind me of your name again later, and I'll be sure to put you on the guest list for when my lovely Momodi and I are wed. Take a hint, mate. She's not interested. Jesus. Do you see, my love? This adventurer's efforts were not for naught. No. You need only promise your hand to me. Promise that forever my Momodi and mine alone you will be. In person or in ink, my answer's the same. Come back with Thanalan freezes over, so I can reject you again. Ah! Alas, alack. But I should have known. Yes, that hairpin that adorns your lovely locks speaks loud and clear. But after all these years, you still harbor feelings for him. Why, you've some nerve walking into my place of business like such nonsense. Nonsense, my beloved. Is that so? Rumors abound about that hairpin that was crafted for you by an old flame. That has not left your shapely head for so much as a day since the calamity. If you lost childhood love when the lesser moon fell, you have my sympathies. This is a new age, my dears. Time marches on, and we must march with it. Don't mention my family's mongrel. Wow. Hells, just how thick is your bloody skull? A man cracked my hairpin, and yes, there was a time when I felt something for him. But such days are long past, and today I needn't compare you to anyone to find you thoroughly repulsive. Besides, I'll have you know the man who crafted this still lives. Is this my rival in love still lives? At long last, my task is clear. Seek out this pretender and prove once and for all that I, Thomas, am the only one worthy of my dear Momodi's hand. Adventure I request raid. Together we will seek out this man, and you will serve as an impartial judge to determine who is the worthy partner for Miss Momodi, he or I. Rest assured that you will be suitably compensated for rendering the proper decision. With that, let us begin our search for the Goldsmith Guilds. I shall await you there. I feel her pain. That man is an utter fool. Well, first things first, I want to go to the Miners Guild and get to the next step of unlocking another dungeon. Sasaruka. Hey, aren't you that miner who was embroiled in the Deep Canyon scandal? Not that it has any bearing on the situation, mind you. So long as you do what we ask, you'll serve just fine. Now, the situation like this. No, this isn't right. I'll be damned if I put our sister's fate in a stranger's hands. I'm going myself. Oh, brilliant plan, brother. Go blundering into the sunken temple of Karn. The place is a death trap. What guarantees do we have this adventurer can beat those traps? None, that's what. But you know better than any what these muscles are capable of. What the hell do you mean you've beaten those traps already? Wait, you're the reason Neneko's in this trouble. I'm gonna end you, I swear. Calm yourself, brother. This adventure's not to blame for what happened. Besides, he's perfect for the task. Let's start again, shall we? I am Sasaruka, and this is my twin brother, Papakuli. And as you may have gathered, we need you to mount a rescue mission in the sunken temple of Karn. After you defeated the temple's snares and traps, the place was officially open for research. The concern partnered with the Order of Naldal to fund an expedition. I and the research team was led by none other than Neneko, our little sister. She's the one who wrote the book on the ruins of Sildi, the research and all of the research on the place. Nobody except her was going to figure out that Sildi and Aldar are both descendants from the Beladian civilization. Sunken Temple Karn is a native rock. Knowing Seven Hells was she going to not lead that expedition. But who comes bubbling in? A band of relic raiders, Satsu. The greedy horse and self a trap, and our little sister is stuck in a sticking place. Poxy bastard putting Neneko in danger. If they aren't Tonberry mints already, you can be sure that I'll end them myself. That's the decision stands. Talk to Bibimbu at the entrance of the temple and she'll let you in. You go and get Neneko out of there in one piece, you hear? What's this? That Monori's hairpin, you say? Well, that was more Momoroto's work. Momoroto. There's any if not other than some time. That's for greatness, that one was. Could have been the second coming of Nellis Fresno. Yeah. Why, he'd have been with us for a scant few years when a commission came in from the Sultana herself. Slaved away at the piece day and night, till one day when he rose from his workbench and walked away. Some said the pressure of expectation grew too great to bear. Others that his heart was never his craft to begin with. Still others said it was a broken heart that drove him away. The guild lost a talented goldsmith and I lost a friend. But man's life is his to live. Last I heard, Moroto was passing his days as a fisherman in Crescent Cove. If he's found happiness, I don't begrudge him his choice one bit. Alright. First, I'm going to go and continue this one. Then we'll go and do the Crescent Cove one. Actually, first, because it's nearby and we want to finish quests that are on our list to unlock dungeons, We'll go to Halatali and turn that one in. Oh wait, did I? Yeah, sorry, I just remembered that I had a different class selected when I queued up. I should change that. Welcome to Halatali, where heroes are made. I am Arl, an A friend of Hugabert, is a warmly regarded acquaintance of mine. Didn't mention you used to tread the Sand City. Been trying to get that smooth talking stuff a higher ticket for Gladiator Trade again, but gets easily distracted. Hugabert does. Now wager he didn't put two and two together when he heard your name. You're the lad Papa Johnny over there was talking about, aren't you? Knew it. The livery of Halatali himself. Thanks to you, we've made it nice and deadly in there again. Gotta restore the Coliseum games to what they were. Still have a luxury one. Your place could use some more freshening up. And there are some lurking crawlies that need a good kill. But the brass blades are on that detail. So, what do you say? Here to experience the new and improved training grounds? We'd be honored to have the livery of Halatali return as a challenger. I forgot to check something. Oh, yep, leveled up. I'm focused on making a decent tank right now, so... Can I have another Thathnerian onion? I should get one when I next have enough money for one. Or do the quest that gets you one. Probably both. Did you find the zombies? You did? That's wonderful. I'm busy too. The head zombie will really dig he meets me. You'll see. So tell me, what did you learn? Read upon this map of Cigar Desert, a flamboyant flowing hand are the words a gentleman is rather than does. So you weren't able to make new friends. That's a shame. But this parchment, this is a map of the Sigoli Desert. There's a spot marked here in the south, and look, there's something written here. It is rather than does. That sort of reminds me of... Well, no matter. Let's see where this map takes us onward to the Sigoli. We'll do that later. Now we get a cutscene. Oh well, it's well to what brings a mighty adventure in this lonely fishing hole. This is Momoroto? A shabby looking fellow indeed. What did I expect from a craven who threw away his chance at fame, love, and glory because he couldn't bear the pressure? Oh, the ignominy of it all. She turns down my gifts of jewels and gold, yet adorns her hair. Locks of trinket cobbled together by a languid Lalafell who stinks of sardines. So, Momody is actually wearing that old thing. You'll get no argument from me. I hardly deserve it, nor did I deserve her. Perhaps I once did. It was a time when I dreamed of being the greatest goldsmith in the realm. Even a time when such dreams seemed within reach. The young Momoroto may have been worthy of Momody's hand. But that dreamer is no more. Do not see me mourn his passing. Not all dreams were meant to be followed, and not all of us were destined for greatness. With a fishing pole in his hand and a creaky pier under his bottom, and old Momoroto was a happy man. Can't believe this. My travels have taken me to the far corners of the realm, and never, never have I seen a man so lacking in ambition, enthusiasm, or even vaguely redeeming qualities. I would ask you to judge which of us is more worthy, but I think we can safely say that I am the victor by default. Twixt adventure, my future bride awaits. Why do you not do anything, mate? Or was I just expecting? Ah, so that's what... all that shouting was about. The young man's taking a fancy moment, has he? I'll say this much, he's got good taste. Doesn't seem like all that bad a fellow. Bit oversure of his own abilities, perhaps, but no more so than someone I used to know. When I gave that hairpin to Momodi years ago, she refused to wear it. Said it meant too much to her to risk losing. As to why her heart may have changed, who can say? But it is not for love, this I know. Those days are buried in the sands of time. Whether avail your lovelorn friend is another matter entirely. Let's go do Rise and Fall of a Gentleman. We're lucky one of these dungeons will pop before we... Nope. Nope. Is that? Rise and Fall of a Gentleman. Also, zombies are people too is a mission we have been given that I can see in the distance. Apparently it was a level 47 mission that I completely missed or something? Weird. I'm gonna go see what the story is there. Oh, this gets us a cacturn minion. Oh, I'm sorry. I suppose you don't speak Zomblish. You'll have to forgive me. I've been feeling awfully depressed of late. Oh, why shouldn't I? With you and your friends always trying to hack me limb from limb. Why, it's as if my rotting melodious flesh and propensity for snacking on adventurers' brains has made me some sort of pariah. The only ones who ever treated me with any decency were my Sabatender friends, but I haven't seen them in ages. My best friend among them was spirited away, restoring to the shroud. I do hope he's safe. I don't think I misread the map. Mayhap they're just shy, though. I say we call out to them and let them know we come in peace. And when the leader shows himself, we strike. A gentleman is rather than does. Who summoned the gentle deadman? They live, they live. And we hunger. My brother, lend me your ears. A gentleman does not dine upon his guests. God damn it. Spare this fine gentleman and fair lady your mastications. Withdraw, I say, and harass them no more. Up in the sky, look, it's a bird. No, it's an airship. No, it's the inspector. We hear and we obey. Oh my goodness. It is you. It really is you. I knew nothing could kill the great Inspector Hildebrand. Hildebrand? Who is this Hildebrand who you speak? My name is Zombiebrand, devourer of brains, undead overlord extraordinaire. What are you saying? You're not an undead overlord. You're a gentleman inspector. Inspector, overlord, inspector, overlord. Oh, Inspector, you're just confused as all. Don't worry, I'll knock some sense back into that noggin of yours. Stay your hat, milady. You know not what you do. Oh god, that face! Even if I were the esteemed gentleman you purport me to be, the concussive force of a blast is more like to liquefy my... I've crashed into the ground. If crashing into the ground made you forget, an explosion of equal force ought to make you remember. I'll save you, Inspector, or kill you trying. See, even you acknowledge the possibility that this plan will result in my... death. His face! I love the faces Hildebrand makes. It's so fun. He's alive. Normally I would applaud your engineering, Nashu, but I would have preferred that you found a more elegant solution. Yeah, he remembers me. Inspector Hildebrand remembers me. Yes, I remember you, my faithful assistant. What I do not quite remember is how I came to be here. Oh, Echo Vision time. Oh. Okay. The cutscene will stop and we can just restart it. Because it doesn't skip, it just stops it. Here we are, Lost City of Amtipor. This should be fun. This is why we use Esuna. And also don't overdo it. Jesus. Pushed way too far. Respawn healer. Jesus. Hopefully that the tank slows down, Because some of us aren't ready for this. You can pull more than one enemy, mate. Just don't do wall-to-wall pulls. We're not in a position to do wall-to-wall pulls yet. One of these is a minute. Esuna. Use bloody Esuna. It is an instant. Alright, well there's the boss. I think I remember how this enemy works. It's gonna try and eat one of us. When it does, you have to respond quickly. Go. We did it. I'm trying to get gear that's better than what I have equipped. the days when you gained experience for killing enemies, I would have attacked the mimic. But in the current setup, there is no benefit to it. Oh. Well, I guess we're fighting I do want to know what Paula does. Damage over. Healer. Get heal the Jesus. Okay, that's on the healer, that's fine. The tank was gathering enough group. That was on the healer. We're not paying attention to the healer. To the needs of the tank. Alright, let's take our time. Oh, the pollen clears up whenever you kill it. Oh, the mimic is still alive. Tragic. I mean, it's not gonna be better than the augmented ironwork stuff, but hey, at least it's something. part where it's completely ignoring jazz. But we should ignore the ads. At least not in depth. Go, another boss fight done. Now we can do I remember who the boss is for this one. It's a bastard who won't stay dead. Like, we'll kill him, but then he'll just come back later. I don't actually care about the earrings, to be honest. Now we can herald the veil's the boss. Ooh. 3 of us are actually new to this. The only person who isn't is the person who is the tank. This should be fun. I say new to it, but realistically I have done it. Butterflies there. The butterflies are right next to each other. time it right because I was the only one paying attention to the doors. And we all were dead. We need to pay attention to the doors. Jesus. The tank can't win this on his own. When we start the fight, we need to mark the doors. I'll put down the markers. No. Oh, that's really shit. How am I supposed to find... Mark 2 more. I see 2 more. Okay. If we're lucky, though, we can get him without needing them. I think if I remember correctly, he does Ruminous Owen twice. So I will be immediately using our limit break if it hits 2. Fuck! Oh! Yay, we win. Healer gets that. That was fun though. Oh. We all got the loot. And I got accommodations, yay. Probably because I figured, because I knew what I was doing. Anyways. A gentleman is rather than does. We won't have time for another one. We're gonna skip ahead to yeah. God, how does he stand up there? Jeez. That face. I love every face that Hildebrand makes. He's great. Right, after she committed to being an inspector and walked away from his grave, this is where we stopped. Right, somehow he survived being buried alive. Damn it. I'll finish this cutscene and then I need to get going. Such a wonderful dream. I slew a dragon and... Of course he bursts out of the ground. What is this place? And for that matter, who am I? Oh look, undead. The fact that zombies are just a thing in this universe. That's how he became leader of the zombies. I love him. He's a goof, but he's a lovable goof. I, Hildebrand, Age of Inquiry, Spectre Extraordinaire, have awoken at last. I always knew you'd come back to us. Be it Red Moon or Black Dragon, no fiend is a match for my legendary might. And who might this fine gentleman be? Could he perhaps be one of my many admired... Oh, what is this faint tingling sensation in my arm? It's ringing in my ears. It's scissors. Could it be a case? And of course we get a phoenix down out of that. Verily, it could be naught else. Somewhere nearby, dastardly doings are afoot, and only I can thwart them. Copious quantities of sound, unbearable heat. Ah, Segoli Desert. I bet my life on it. Zoldal is but a short trek away. Yes, it all fits. Only that den of iniquity could be so violently triggered my keen investigator's sense. Fear not, law-abiding citizens. Inspector Hildebrand do deliver you from evil. Okay, I've got a little bit of time before I actually need to go, but that little bit of time is gonna be used to unlock the next dungeon. We only have a few. Probably gonna name the next mission after, let's see, Back in the Saddle. Or zombies or people too. One of those two. I think Back in the Saddle, though, makes more sense. I'm gonna do all these side quests and do more dungeons later. I want to try and get to a stage whereby I'm at a point where I'm just doing off-camera stuff, or have a lot of off-camera stuff to do. Because once I get to that stage, we'll stop streaming FF14 for a bit and focus on Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced until we get to a stage where I have enough streams in advance to upload to my YouTube that we should come back to FF14. Welcome to the stately ruins that was and is the Sunken Temple of Karn. What a relief they actually sent someone who's been here and knows the drill. Twins, they can be a little overbearing. They'll need some of that impersonalness soon enough, though, when it falls on them to run with concern. They should know those who are the chairman's progeny, them and Miss Nanako. You will find it much changed within thanks to those fool robbers. Take care, but not so much as you cannot make haste. Alright. We have one more mission I'd like to finish before we call it for now. And that's just the second alarm. Let me know I really need to get going. We'll go turn in Dream On. Then later we'll do Back in the Saddle. That'll be the next stream. Just between you and me, Arbor, I was hoping you'd managed to lose him somewhere on the way. I have done my part. I sought out this Momoroto and heard his tale. Tale of a coward who has not deserved you since the day he fled the city, forsaking your love and his future in the process. That's not how I see it. A worthy suitor stands before you, a man who promises to do everything in his power to bring you happiness, and who has the courage to put such words into action. Implore you, my beloved, undo that hairband, free your heart from that has-been, and give unto me your hand. Listen well, because I repeat myself no more. I have no feelings for Momoroto, and sure as hell none for you. This hairpin is a symbol of all those who would dare to dream. A symbol and a warning. Momoroto and I were old friends. He used to come by the shop where I worked and regale me with tales of all he hoped to achieve. He burned with passion those days, like yourself, with less style and more substance. As a wide-eyed girl, I was drawn to dreamers. I urged him on at every opportunity. When I heard he was making something for the Sultana, I near screamed, "This is your chance, Momoroto. Craft a masterpiece I know you have in you. You'll go down in history. You won't live and die a nobody." So I told him over and over until he came no more. I went to the goldsmith only to hear that he had resigned his position. Then I saw the error of my ways. All the time that I thought I was encouraging my friend, I was only piling on to a burden he never wanted to bear. So you wear the hairpin out of pity for the man? No, not pity. At first I felt so ashamed that I didn't think myself worthy of wearing it. Then the lesser moon came tumbling down and everything changed. At first we thought we'd lost everything. Then slowly but surely we began to pick up the pieces and dream again. Seeing the proud faces of those who would rise to the call and rebuild our realm, it rekindled passion in my heart I hadn't felt in years. It was then that I finally discovered a dream of my own. To stand with those who would fight for their dreams and to give them strength in any way I could. This is why I stand here today. And yet I must never repeat the mistakes of my past. Adventurer, artisan, or angler, one's true dreams, one's true strength must come from within. This is why I learned from Mamoto, and this is why I treasure his memento to this very day. Oh, my beloved, could there be in this world a more sensitive soul? The 12 should be the 13, for you, my dearest, are a goddess of dreams and compassion. Hitherto I knew only your physical beauty, but I have seen the true beauty of your heart and soul. I am lost without you, beloved. Make my dream come true and promise to stay by my side forevermore. Have you not been listening to a single word I said? Devoted my life to supporting adventurers' dreams. Men like Arbert here, who are too busy fighting for our realm to waste my bloody time. But beloved, our love too may yet save Eorzea from the shadows. Well now, those are the first interesting words I've heard come out of your mouth. Prove to me that they're more than just words, and maybe, just maybe, I'll reconsider. This means I have a chance? Oh, merciful and dearest goddess Momori. I will not fail you, my love. Today I take my leave, and when I next return, you will know the truth, breadth, and scale of my dreams. And you, my good man, you have opened my eyes today. And for this you shall be well rewarded. You have my word. You will be in the front row for the festivities when my goddess and I are wed. Which means I'll probably never get a reward from him. Finally, some peace and quiet. I doubt he'll be showing his face here anytime soon. But who knows? He's not the first man I've seen change. Anyway, thank you, Robert. No matter how far we come, we can't forget the past. Thanks to you, I've been able to do some much-needed reflecting. With his successful living reputation, the lair carrier has grown. Alright. That'll be where we end it for today. I think it's a good place to stop. We've made plenty of progress. I'm quite happy with where we're at. I look forward to continuing next time. But until then, as always, I've been Sparks, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. See yas.